How to Customize Your iGoogle Homepage by Kara Riley. The purpose of this video is to instruct users with Gmail accounts to customize their iGoogle homepage. An iGoogle homepage will act as a one-stop shop for all Google-related programs. It's a great place to keep gadgets, which will allow the user to quickly access important information. Possible gadgets include Google Reader, Google Documents, to-do lists, Gmail, and weather. This tutorial is accessible for all people who are fluent in English and wish to create a place online where they can access all their Google information. Users who possess basic computer skills will be able to utilize this video with ease. This project was created in Adobe Captivate 5.5 and published on YouTube so that the users can review the project whenever it is convenient for them. The tutorial will be performed on an Apple computer using the Google Chrome web browser. The user must have access to the internet in order to perform the outlined task. This video will walk the user through signing into their Google account, applying settings, adding gadgets, and organizing them on the iGoogle homepage. By the end of this tutorial, the user will be able to set up their iGoogle account. They will also be able to apply settings, add gadgets, and organize icons within their iGoogle homepage. By providing the tutorial in video format, the user will be able to return to the presentation at their convenience and review it on their own time. They will also be able to pause the video, as well as jump backwards and forwards. It will allow them to watch the tutorial as many times as needed to learn the skill. Okay, so welcome to the tutorial on how to customize your iGoogle homepage. I'm already at iGoogle.com. So the first thing that I want to do is to sign in. I'm going to click sign in, and this is where I'm going to enter my information. You'll enter your information, and I'm going to click on sign in. Okay, so here we are on the iGoogle homepage, and the first thing you're going to notice is it's going to have this pop-up box that asks you to create your homepage in under 30 seconds. And we can do better than this, you guys, because this is going to be very generic, basic, and what I'm going to show you how to do is going to customize your homepage so that it's specific to what you need and what you like and what you're actually going to use, so you don't have a bunch of junk. So we're going to exit out of there, and then the other thing is there's this little pop-up at the top that tells you that they're getting a new look soon, and it asks you if you want to switch. Just go ahead and give it a try. And I'll tell you why. It's because they're going to switch it over anyway, and you're going to have to get used to it. So you might as well start now so that you can adapt faster. And really, I can't see that many differences between the old look and the new look, except that the new look gives you more wallpapers to choose from for your background. Okay? So we're going to exit out of here. And then you can see the gadgets that they have set up for you already. You get a YouTube gadget, you get the date and time, CNN.com, Gmail, and the weather gadget. So these are already pre-programmed based on your time zone and where you live, and they know that information because you have your Gmail account with them and they require it. The weather box, if you don't like just having Tuscaloosa, that's fine. This gadget actually lets you edit the settings, so you can add another city in there if you want to. You can actually add as many cities as you want. I'm going to add Auburn, Alabama, War Eagle. I'm going to save that, and now I can see both the weather in Tuscaloosa and Auburn, which is kind of nifty. Okay, and all the gadgets are going to be different in the kinds of features that they offer you, so it's always worth a shot to take the time to scroll over the little settings, the toolbar, it's like a little cog or something, and to take a look at how you can edit the settings. You know, it lets you minimize it, it lets you maximize it, it lets you take it away. If you don't use it, there's no point in having it. This is a quick way to make your gadget bigger, so we'll go ahead and click on that arrow. And then you can see it's going to open up your Gmail. Okay, so this isn't a fully functional Gmail, but you can do most of the same basic things. So you can compose an email, you can reply to an email, you can delete, you can organize from here. But if this isn't good enough, then you can always click on the Gmail link right there. And what it'll do is it's going to go ahead and open you your email in a new tab for you very quickly. So it's very user-friendly in that regard. So we're going to go back to the iGoogle tab, and we're going to come up here to our little arrow, and we're going to minimize this. Okay, and let's see. We know how to make them bigger and smaller. We know how to change some of the settings. So now let's look at adding some more gadgets to our home page. So up here in the top right hand corner, you'll see the little button. It's just a little blank square, and you're going to click on that. It says Add Gadgets. And then you have the option to search for gadgets, or you can just browse based on the category or based on what's more popular. I can actually see right away that they have the Google Calendar gadget, and I want that because I actually keep a Google Calendar, and this will allow me to see it right on my home page without having to go and open up Calendar in another tab. I'm also going to search for Reader because I get my RSS subscription through Google Reader. So it's kind of like shopping for an app. You want to look and see how many people are actually using it and what kind of ratings it has. You know, if there's only 5 or 6 people using it, chances of it being a really sophisticated gadget are not very high. So I'm going to add this because it looks like it's been reviewed well. I'm also going to add a to-do list gadget because I'm type A personality and I like lists and I like crossing things off of my to-do lists. And that helps me stay sane. And let's see, finally I'm going to add a fun one. We're going to get a horoscope gadget. And I actually have this one even though it only has 6 ratings. So I'm going to add this. Alright, and now that I've added these gadgets, what I'm going to do is go back to my home page. So you go over here and have a look at what I've just added. So they just sort of throw them out there without any particular order, but that's okay because you can move these around to suit your needs. So if you scroll over it in this toolbar area and you click and hold it down, you can actually drag your gadget to any place on the screen that you would like. So if I want to move my horoscope over here, boom. I notice that my Gmail is not at the top, and I really want that to be at the top because I want to be able to see when I'm getting new emails that I haven't read yet, and so I'm going to just maneuver that until I get it to the top. I'm also going to maneuver the weather to the top because it's important to me to be able to see the weather so that I know how to prepare for the day. And I'm going to drop my Google Calendar at the top as well. But you can play around with this and move them around to wherever you want. And it really depends on what you use the most and what's actually going to be useful to you. And so the final thing that I wanted to show you is how to change the theme, which is really just the wallpaper on here. Right now we have just this blank white. So we're going to come up to the little button right beside Add Gadgets. It says Change Theme, and we're going to click that. And then it's going to give you a ton of options. I mean, you could really scroll through these for a very long time. You can look at all of them. You can just stick to the featured ones. I like this lake background, so I'll click on that. And you'll see it instantly puts it up there, so then I'll just X out of this. And I actually like this. If I didn't like it, I would change it, but I like this background, so I'm going to keep it. And that's basically how you do the personalization and the customization of your iGoogle homepage. And I think it's a great feature if you are a Google user because it helps you to see everything without necessarily having 100 different tabs open. You can see your Gmail, you can see your calendar, you can see your reader, you can see all these things without having it all open on every single window or all new tabs. So if you're already a Google user and you have a Gmail account, I encourage you to try this. And if you don't have a Google account, I encourage you to get one because I think this is a great tool for helping you to just organize things. And if you have a type A personality like me, it might really enhance your life. So anyway, thanks for taking the time to go through this tutorial with me, and you guys have a great summer.